Master Mode, a challenge so ridiculous, only 1% of the player base has beaten it. Also, only a small percentage of people who watch my videos. On top of the enemies being harder to kill, the game also cranks up inflation rate to the max, leading to a price so insane a God's beard costs 400 gold. What the f? Wait, there's more. The chaos meter? It's on steroid. I'm telling you, this thing is cursed. And to top it all off, in this mode, you start off with no extra life. If you die, there is no coming back. It is so bad, in fact, that even the game wiki says that you must have a good luck to beat this challenge. Yeah, good luck improving that skill. Master Mode makes no sense, so let's forget about it and move on with our lives. Can I beat this challenge? Can our party overcome such an unfair rule? Maybe, but first, let me introduce you to our heroes. Starting with Axeman, the heavy hitter. Up next, Penelope, the trusty worm. Last but not least, Wednesday, the fastest woman alive. Nice. And indeed they are some of the fastest characters in the game. And that is because in For the King, speed is king. It impacts how often you can take your action and improve your chance of evasion, which is downright broken. This is exactly why Elle was so successful in the last challenge. Alright, enough of that, let's get back to our heroes. In order to combat this bullshit chaos, the heroes accept as many side quests as possible, but this time not for gold. Watch out, Chaos Acolytes, we are declaring a Grimace War. But how do we know that we're strong enough to win the fight? Well, let me tell you a little secret. It's all about Let me ask you a question. Which of these gears do you think that Wednesday need first? Maybe armor or maybe hate gear? Your priority should be the weapon. So ditch that starter bowl and get yourself a real weapon. We make quick work of these purple guys. However, I am still struggling with how fast the chaos keep pushing forward. And that is because our current way of farming is not going to be fast enough anymore. But fear not, when farming, remember this acronym, DAFUCK. Dungeons are friends as well as camps. You should always go for camps and dungeons because they do provide more rewards in the end. And here's a recap of where we are after all that farming. The whole party is level 3. Wednesday is using a long brown stick. And she also dodges 1/3 of every attack. Penelope supports her team with party heal and rush. And Axeman is a motherfucking machine. Nice! And our current mission is to hunt these 3 enemies for key fragments. 2 enemies, the Mine Lord and the Lich.
Let's do this.
Wednesday, can we have the Lord Almighty Storm Orb?
We have a Storm Orb at home.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no.
We only have Lightning Orb this time, but it should do the job. Alright, let's take care of the minions first. Got him! The Lich is still causing some trouble though. But thanks to our high speed, the Lich won't be attacking anytime soon. Speed truly is king. At this rate, if nothing goes wrong, I am very confident that we will beat this challenge. Spoiler alert, something goes very wrong. Alright, let's fight some chaos, guys. The whole team has max health, as well as some emergency Godspear. They are practically unkillable, right? Oh, how naive I was. Wednesday is petrified. Axeman is entangled. He won't be doing anything anytime soon. Okay, that's a perfect. Penelope, 1 shot, 1 kill, 1 shot, nice. It seems that this game wants Axeman dead.
Good night, girl.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Without any extra lives, I cannot bring Axeman back. With Wednesday still petrified, Penelope is left to fend for herself. And you know what? She really is a trusty merm. We managed to defeat the cultists in the end, but there is still one big problem. With only Wednesday and Penelope still alive, my chance of beating this challenge is going to be close to impossible. If I hope to still win this run, it will take nothing less than a miracle. Deus Ex Machina. And would you look at that? Wednesday has found the fountain of life. But we can only get that extra life with high speed. And I think I know just the right person. Take it away, Wednesday. So let's revive Axeman and continue my mission to join the 1%. But first, we must address one big problem. Wednesday. I mean, sure, she is fast and can dodge a lot of attacks, but her damage is so low sometimes it feels like she's not even there. Which is why this next item is going to change everything. Pause right here. If you have an awareness character and you run into this item, do whatever it takes to get your hands on it. 22 damage at this level is insane, not to mention the 50% damage bonus on humanoids, which would help us fight against the cultists. And you know who else is a human? That's right, we are coming for you, Vexer. This makes Wednesday both the team's fastest and the strongest at the same time, giving us a much easier time pushing through the enemies. And here's a quick recap. Axeman and Wednesday are level 5. Penelope has been sniffing a little more Scholar's Word, so she is level 6. She also traded Party Heal with more damage output because, as you know, healing is not as rewarding as hurting. And Axeman is an absolute menace to society. Oh my god. And that is the final key fragment, which could only mean one thing. It's time to raid the King's Maze. But first, let us do something very important. That's right, I'm talking about gambling. And in case some of you are wondering what I mean by gear switching in the last video, well, to put it simply, if you found yourself an item that provides stats that your team does not need, don't throw it away just yet because you never know when you're gonna need it again. But we are still playing for the king here, and in this game, you're always taking risk. Alright, let's do this. Alright, that was a little anticlimactic, but Wednesday could use the focus though. Now let's get back to our business. We push through the King's Maze with steady pace, while trying to take as little damage as possible. I only have one extra life, so staying alive is our top priority here. However, it is not a Zombody video without some risk taking. Once again, I got myself a Sapphire Sword, a high damage dealing weapon that can break. But unlike the last video where Pepsi Man breaks it in 2 hits, this time I keep it all the way until the boss fight. Let's see how many attacks Axeman could do before he breaks the weapon. Ooh! High risk, high reward. Got him! Now let's put the sword away for later. Now it is time to prepare to beat Master Mode once and for all. We collect as many God's Beard as possible, enter any dungeons we could find, while at the same time hunt down any Chaos Countess to keep that chaos at bay. And of course, when it comes to dungeon, nothing beats the Sea Cave. People say that Elden Ring is hard. They have clearly never fought a... I digressed. Let us get back to the business. The time has come. We cannot wait any longer. With God's Beard costing 400 gold per puff and Chaos level at its absolute limits, farming is no longer an option. Let's go save the world. These are all humans. This is going to be too easy for Wednesday. But don't worry, because Wednesday is not the only one with weapon up her sleeves. Take it away, Penelope! Prime! And Axeman is once again using a Sapphire Sword. Alright, Axeman, it is your time to shine. But thankfully, Wednesday is here to help us. Penelope wraps up the fight and took us to where the real fun begins. The Revenants. The enemy strikes first. What the Ice Revenants don't know is that this time I have yet another secret weapon of my own. The Volcano Hat, which does double damage on ice enemies. I can already feel it. We are going to beat this challenge. Easy. Fully equipped, fully armored, just 3 warriors who crush enemies in their path. And here comes my most feared enemy, the Lightning Revenant. Mainly because of this one ability. Holy shit. At this point I thought that we'll be fine because lightning never strikes twice. Right? Oh, how naive I was. And just like that, we have lost 2 Sanctums all at once. If they go down again, I only have 1 extra life to save them. So let's make sure that that does not happen again. The time has come. Master Mode will be ours. I have learned from my mistake of using the Sapphire Sword in the past. That is why I've decided to make even more mistake to learn even more. But this time, I am using the Obsidian Sword, which does even more damage than the Sapphire Sword. Every time Axeman attacks, there is a 78% chance that he would do a full 53 damage. However, there is also a 22% chance that he would break his weapon. God, I just love taking risks. The thrill of knowing that one wrong attack and it's all over. Go ahead, drain Axeman's focus, he does not need it anyway. After 6 successful attacks, the weapon finally breaks. For context, the odds of getting a perfect strike 6 times in a row is about 22%. Doesn't matter, by the time the weapon breaks, both Chaos Hounds are already dead and Vexer is at half his health. The Chaos Man is going down today. And with that, Master Mode Vexer is defeated once and for all.
You're fucking dead.
Yes! After so many trials and failure, it is finally done. And there it is. I am now officially part of the 1%. And as always,
Whether you like him or don't like him, there's nothing you can do about him because he's #1. Whether you like him or don't like him, there's nothing you can do about him because he's #1.